Running a YouTube channel comes with a wide array of challenges, but I must admit, this is a new one, because not only am I dealing with a copyright claim on a perfectly legal video essay, but Netflix may try and sue me. As many of you guys know, I've been very excited about the release of Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, watching the movie, prepping reviews, and kind of a series of videos about the film. But as many of you may also know, it's been like a month and a half, and I haven't uploaded any videos at all. And I wanted to make this one to explain why. I had written, filmed, and edited a video essay talking about Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, kind of different aspects of the story, the themes, and this concept of beautiful horror that I thought the film seemed to embody in a pretty awesome way. But when I uploaded the video to YouTube, it received a copy claim, something much more extreme than usual. Not only was the revenue claimed and blocked, but the video was blocked worldwide for using the footage of the Netflix film in this video essay. So I still thought nothing of it and went through the usual methods. And this being a clear example of fair use, even escalated my response to an appeal, where I detailed all of the reasons of why the use of this movie and the footage in this commentary format was completely protected under fair use law. But in less than a day, Netflix responded in the most extreme way possible. They rejected the appeal. They gave the channel a copy strike, the third of which would result in my YouTube channel being deleted from the internet forever. And they deleted the video from the internet. And the reason I wanted to make this video was to obviously explain this whole situation, kind of communicate to you guys what's going on, but also to talk about what I see as the two main issues of this situation. The first one being fair use. Now, fair use is a statute in American legal code that essentially says that the use of copyrighted content is permitted when used in things like commentary, parody, reaction, etc.
In the US, content that might be considered fair use includes commentary, criticism, or news reporting.
And video essays are often cited as one of the most textbook examples of commentary. In my video, for example, it was talking about beautiful horror, the concepts of gothic horror, the symbolism of different colors throughout the Frankenstein film, and my use of the footage, my clips of scenes from the film itself, were all to back up these immediate claims, literally proving the points I was making over audio. Another huge element of fair use, of course, is the transformative nature of it.
Courts usually focus on whether your use of another person's song or video is transformative. Basically, they're asking if you added new expression or meaning to the original work, or if it basically copies the original.
If I just upload a whole movie to YouTube and put it on there for free, that would obviously be super illegal, and I would understand Netflix coming in there and being as harsh as they are. But I didn't do that at all. I think I played like 3 or 4 second clips at most. And the video itself was not simply summarizing the Netflix film. It was transformative. I had a new thesis, a new idea. It brought in different sources than just Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, and was talking about this film and exploring the story itself. Further, this video in no way replaces Frankenstein in the media marketplace, right? One of the final components of whether something is fair use or protected under fair use law or not is whether it replaces the copyrighted content's role in the market. This video doesn't do that. It doesn't even fully summarize the plot of the movie, and if anything, it celebrates the movie. It talks about what it does well and encourages people to go spend more of their own money and give it to Netflix in the media marketplace. It actively supports the performance of the copyrighted material in the media marketplace. The second issue I have, and I think this probably falls more on YouTube than Netflix, is the inherent bias of the system. Let me just walk you through this process. If a company like Netflix claims your video, you are not able to upload it immediately, often not able to make any money from it, and sometimes it's blocked entirely worldwide. And so you're kind of given two options. You can dispute this claim, after which the brand has 30 days to respond to this dispute. So let's say the brand waits 30 days. It's a false claim, but they're going to wait 30 days anyway to stall the release of your video. Okay, so the release of your video has stalled 30 days. Then they can reject that dispute once again with absolutely zero legal evidence, which forces the creator to escalate this to an appeal where they provide more evidence to talk more about how this does or doesn't violate copyright content. And the brand, once again, has 7 days to choose to respond to this without having to provide any sort of evidence as to whether this actually is a valid copyright violation or not. At the end of these 7 days, the company can then again reject your appeal and have the option to copy strike a video on your channel, which, depending on how many copy strikes you have on your channel, could literally delete your channel off the planet and destroy your career, but also puts you in a bind, the bind that I found myself in last week. Because if a company decides to reject your appeal, as a creator, you have two options. You can email them and beg them to release the copyright strike on your video and the copy claim on your channel overall. Or you can submit a legally liable statement proving, detailing, once again, how your use of this content is legal, is fair use, and submit it to YouTube. Then YouTube has to take like 5 to 7 days to review this video before then submitting it to Netflix to be reviewed over the course of 10 business days, at the end of which Netflix or whatever entity is forced to file this claim must either respond legally with legal proof in a lawsuit or drop the claim entirely. In all, a company like Netflix could nefariously delay the release of a video for like over a month and a half without providing any legal evidence or taking any legal action to prove your copyright violation. And this has a massive effect on the YouTube market. It can affect the timing of a video like it did with mine, right? You're trying to ride the wave, you're trying to jump on the hype, or a movie just got released in theaters or just got released on YouTube. It's in your best interest as a creator to release a video in that time so you get search results. A month and a half later, that may not even be a topic that's being talked about. Or heaven forbid, your channel actually ends up being deleted because of this copyright strike. The system is bias. Now, look, I know this was kind of less structured of a video than I normally make, and I don't just want this to be a rant. Really, the idea behind this video was to communicate with you guys, right? I am so grateful that you're all here. I'm so grateful of the position I'm in. I understand the privilege that I am to be making content on YouTube and be having these problems, and so I feel it is my duty to kind of communicate to you what's going on behind the scenes, what we're dealing with, and maybe even kind of reveal some of the nitty-grittier details about what it takes to upload a video. I also wanted to take this opportunity to ask you all a favor. The Storytellers Guild was not meant to be the be-all end-all. It was step one of hundreds. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've heard people talk about, the Hollywood system, the issues with the Hollywood system. I've bemoaned the issues with modern media myself. And the idea behind the Storytellers Guild was to kind of gather together this group of like-minded fans, people who feel like our favorite IPs, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, things like that, have been completely butchered by the modern media, or just seeking out quality and transcendent stories, to gather these people together and to build something independent. Essentially launching a media company that will produce books, comics, animations for fans, by fans. And this whole situation has reminded me the importance of being independent from the systems, even platforms like YouTube, which have helped me greatly in my career, to be able to be independent from those, to be able to build something outside of that pipeline. If that's something that you would be interested in supporting, if this kind of independent creative artists renaissance media company is something that you would want to be a part of, a vision you would like to support, or even just kind of support this channel, there's a link in the description. Feel free to sign up just to be notified. You'll get access to the fan Discord, and you'll throw your email in there to get kind of notifications about what's going on with this process, as well as some of the really exciting things that we're going to be doing next year. One of which I can say is going to be my debut novel. So, thank you all. Thank you all for your patience. Thank you all for your support. If you do check out that link, thank you for your interest. And as always, keep keep reading, keep writing, and I will see you all in the next video.